Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's George. Out to Leonard. No one near him. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard. Rising up and firing it.
Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Edwards. On the take. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And here's Leonard. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Back to Jackson. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. George, no good. And the Timberwolves with possession. Pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Tipped away. McDaniels with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Edwards is doubled. Pulls it. Here's Towns. Here we go. And George with the basket on the assist by Zubac.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Oh, sweet move. And Edwards with the layup.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Morris outside. The 3, George. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Down low. Here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Now here's Jackson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. And stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. And the dunk by Jackson.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
George against Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Cans it with nobody near him. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Jackson with it. George outside. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels covering. 5 to shoot. George passes to Morris. And it's off from three-point range. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Morris passes to Jackson. 19 seconds left in the first. Inside, George. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. The free throw is off from George.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Russell finds Gobert. It's good. Gobert's got 6.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The T-Wolves on top, up by 2. And we'll get things... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Pass to George. Back to Jackson. Zubats with it. Jackson outside. Zubats with it. Defended by Gobert. Kicks it out to Jackson. The fader. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success. And he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
No good on the free throw.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Pass to Morris. Back to Jackson. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Russell. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Nice move. And he lays it in. Russell's got his first points in this one.
With or without the ball, Russell's versatility in the open floor creates mismatches.
Morris finds Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Talk about a monster slam. There's some serious power to his game.
Just a little hesitation by the D. Then it was too late to block his path. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on even to Zubats. First free throw is good. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Good on the second one. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for L.A.
Morris passes to Leonard. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Russell.
Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game.
Outside for Russell. Baseline J. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. Russell to pass to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Tries again. Towns can't get it to go.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Here's George. Pass to Jackson. Morris with it. Russell covering. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morris has got 5.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Leonard pulls down the board.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
Jackson, pass to Morris. Back to Jackson. And here's George. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Leonard can't get it to go. The Timberwolves trail. Can they get it? It's Edwards with a drive, and they pick up 2. Give him 8.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That'll be a second foul of the game. 55 seconds left in the first half. Jackson, pass to Leonard. Stolen by Russell.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
Here's Gobert. Outside Russell. Back to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. And stolen by Edwards. Russell attacking. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. And here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
The vertical of Kawhi is impressive, rising up with ease and throwing it down.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Naz Reid. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Noel in at the 2.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Powell passes to Batum. Out to the right wing. Here's Prince. Batum pulls it in.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Kicks it out to Anderson. Fires the 3. He can't get that one to fall.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
To the middle. Here's McLaughlin. Lets it go from deep. And Wall pulls it down. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Batum gets the bucket.
Great floor awareness. Kyle knows how to find his open teammates.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Oh, Covington with a block. In transition, here come the Clippers. Back to Wall. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Batum. The kick out to Wall. Here's Powell. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
We see this every night from Norman Powell, putting on his hard hat and going to work.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed to end the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Mann. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Mann. Out to Powell from outside the arc. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
That's who you want to get it out to. Norman Powell shoots around 40% from deep almost every year.
Here's McLaughlin. Ball covering. Shot clock at 6. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter, Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
Pass to Mann. Outside Wall. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That one misses for Wall.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
Pass to McLaughlin. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. McLaughlin's gotten 4 this quarter.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
Ball for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Anderson. And it's good for 2. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
Way to convert through contact, Kyle, with excellent body control.
Wall finds Covington. Back to Wall. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Wall's got his second basket of the game.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Takes it inside. That's tipped. Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Getting to the rim, Covington has hot when he needs it.
To the right side. Down low. And it's the Clippers on the break. Ball for 3. The shot comes out. Anderson for 3. And we've reached the end of the third. The Clippers on top, up by 6. And we'll have this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. It's Edwards with a... Wow! Crazy good!
playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And Gobert with a block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Morris outside. Jackson against Russell. It's George on the wing. Out to Leonard. Back to George. And George with the jam.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
Here's Edwards going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
George passes to Morris. Over Towns. Edwards against George. Good on the shot. George has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Edwards. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
George finds Jackson. Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 7. The Timberwolves have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Edwards against George. McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Morris.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Jackson pass to Leonard. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shots. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive. A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
The things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Leonard passes to Jackson. Morris on the wing. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
They are uncautious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Here's Russell. Right side McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Stepping up big, Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
Pass to George. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. 50 seconds left in the final quarter. Now here's George. From deep 3-point range. Minnesota with a rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Jackson. There's the 3. Doesn't go for him. Towns for three. Off on that one. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. Boy, they did. All right, Alec, thank you.
And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in a point. Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
The adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. Now, Leonard. After the missed three from Desmond Bain.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Morant with it. George picks him up. Bain, no good. Outside, George. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lou and I were able to chat. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now George. After the missed three from Desmond Bain. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
It's stolen by Adams. Brooks with it. George picks him up. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Morris with the bucket.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Now here's Morant. Jackson has the open look. The Grizzlies with another miss. Morant against Leonard. Back to George. Zubats with the screen for George. Now the pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant with it. Guarded now by Morris. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Adams against Zubats. Morant left side. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus line.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Morant reaches to Adams. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense. Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Brooks outside. Back to Bain. It's Morant in the corner. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
And the wide open shot from Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morris has got 6 points.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdowns.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the shot goes down.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Jackson kicks to George. And Adams sends it back. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jackson finds Morant. Passes it to Adams. Paul George with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
There's Jackson with the three. Tries to save it, and Memphis turns it over again.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the one. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And they get it back. Lets it go with a three. Here's Zubac, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject it.
It's George on the wing. Here's Zubac. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Bain. Count the basket. Bain's got the first basket of the second quarter for Memphis.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Morris. Good on the three-point shot. Morris has got 11 points.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Jackson finds Morant. Sweet move, and the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Jackson passes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And George just so aggressive. When he's got that edge inside, he is looking to power it home.
Bain kicks to Morant. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson passes to Morant. Driving to the basket. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Morant passes to Bain. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day great falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
It's Jackson with the drive. Morris kicks to George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Stolen by Zubac. Morant with the steal. Adams in the high post. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And George with the stuff.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. George against Morant. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
George passes to Morris. Back to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris kicks to George. From deep. Rebounded by Jackson.
It's close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Jackson. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Lays it up off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Morant outside. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
George against Bain. George passes to Zubac. And Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. 6 to shoot. Back to George. Lays it up and puts it in. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you. The option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor. Yeah, easy ball.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
76% from the line a season ago.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And a close game so far to the first. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the
20.
Got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Clark is out there with Williams. Then it's Jones. Then it's Green. And it's Conchar in at the 2. Back to Jones. Deflects the pass. Batum with the steal. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Can't afford to be careless around Batum. His length enables him to to come up with steals.
Outside Williams. The pass to Concho. And the wide open shot from Green. They grab their own miss. Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Covington's shot is off.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Tipped away. Passes to man. Covington down low. He's against Clark. And the dunk by Covington.
Emphatic points from Covington. Dunks and threes. Baskets every team needs. That's what Robert brings to the table.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jones. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's Williams. Back to Green. Pass to Concho. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Outside Covington. Back to Wall. A fader. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Using that 6'8 frame, Batum is a handful for most defenders. Great size.
Jones kicks to Green. Jones the pass to Green. Over to Wall. Memphis moving it around. Back to Clark. Green dishes to Clark. And there it is for him.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Wall passes to man. And Wall kicks to Covington. Back to Wall. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Williams inside. Covered by Wall. Clark to the tie. Kicks it out to Jones. Outside Green. Pass to Concho. On the wing, Williams. Ties again. Clark trying to get open. And it's Williams laying it in. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. The kick out to Wall. And the swing dunk by Wall.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Jones against Wall. They kick it out to Green. The pass to Concho. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. LA's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the dunk by Covington.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And it's Williams with the jam.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And Wall. Here we go now. Batum. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Veteran play by Batum, taking his shooting motion right into the defense to get to the line.
Both free throws good from Batum. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Morant with a wide open look. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And not so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
We're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a 10-ball game here. Clippers lead by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Morris is out there with Batum, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. They get the rebound. Leonard outside Jackson. The 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 1.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
Morant scanning the floor. Payne for 3. And the Grizzlies get it back. The second chance effort. Jackson misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Leonard against Brooks. Pass to Adams. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Up and in on the layup. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Grizzlies. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Ball's knocked loose. Leonard gets to Jackson. Stolen by Jackson.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
Forget the long-range shot. His job was to challenge you down low.
First free throw is good.
John Morant, 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant. Clippers trail by 3. Batum dishes to Jackson. Here's George with the drive. Out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Back to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The shot by George. Wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And Morant throws it down.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Outside for Jackson. Back to George. On the wing, Morris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. And the second free throw, good. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Morant against Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Feeds to Adams. Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the beat.
And the rejection by Jackson. Payne passes to Adams. Outside Jackson. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Can't get it to fall. The Clippers trail. Outside, George. Memphis with a screen on Bain. Here's George, and the rejection by Jackson. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lock at 6. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just getting the ball and let him do his thing.
Morant gets the Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
Dave Jackson Jr. has a good free throw shot, but with the pressure effect on him.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
So it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
George passes to Leonard. And here is Zubac. Leonard inside, Brooks covering, and he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. He'll head to the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And a 2-time Finals MVP. Kawhi Leonard, exactly who this team wants at the line.
Certainly some pressure on those free throws, still delivering.
Morant outside. And here is Zubac. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. They trail by 1. Bain kicks to Morant. That's the first that ties the game up.
We have seen Morant step up as a leader, wanting to go to the stripe down the stretch.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Here's George.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Morant with the drive. Yes!
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that impact, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Here's George. Count it!
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this scene.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here is what you said.
Not sure they have enough time to catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this match.
So it's the Clippers taking the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...
Report before they tip off. Hey, Allie. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Here's Edwards. Can't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
And here's Morant outside. Towns with a rebound. Pass to McDaniels. And that one's long. Memphis with the ball. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
To the paint. Oh, stolen by Morant. Jackson outside. Pass to Bain. Over Edwards. And here's Morant. Jackson for three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And here's Minnesota now. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Morant against Russell. From deep, Bain. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. To the inside. Outside for Russell. The three is up. No luck on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Right side Morant. Here's Brooks. The baseline J is off the mark.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Russell. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Adams. There's Jackson with the three. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Back to Morant. 1:21 left to play in the first. Brooks, the pass to Bain. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. Here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Ja Morant picks one up.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Memphis leading. Now here's Morant. Into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
And then Morant with the dunk.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. And here are the Grizzlies now. 32 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Jackson. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Edwards can't hit. The Grizzlies on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Morant, the pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Pass to Bain. On the wing, Brooks. Fires the 3. The shot misses. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the Grizzlies. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Brooks outside. Jackson, the pass to Adams. Moran against Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brooks. And a nice finish on the layup. Brooks has got his first points of the game. The officials have been a little stingier with the whistle recently. Clark, you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow, so you got to give some latitude to the physical.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Here's Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Russell, and the layup is good off the glass.
So much confidence for a young player. Terrific move by Russell in traffic.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Moran against Russell. From deep, Bain. Here's Adams. Another shot. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. To the paint. Here's Gobert. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Moran. Drives to the hoop.
Love the attacking mindset of Moran. Gets him to the line.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Russell against Moran. Tips it, controls the rebound and the putback.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Outside Bain, jacks up a 3, and a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Bain's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
It's good.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Outside Bain. 1:36 left in the first half of this one. Jackson finds Moran. Jackson down low, guarded by Russell. That one falls. Morant's got 13.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means means I'm old.
Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
A good look from Bain. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Edwards. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. For Memphis, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Pass to Brooks. Now Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Brooks, the pass to Bain. Kept alive. Adams. Good D by Gobert. Ja Morant. He's feeling it tonight.
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves 14, the Grizzlies 27.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Brandon Clark out there with Danny Green. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. And stolen by Edwards. Here's McDaniels. That one goes in.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Memphis shooting the ball at 48% so far. Jones, the pass to Green. Russell against Jones. This one for 3. Conchar can't hit. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 37% so far in this one. Shot from the wing. The shot no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Williams passes to Jones. Beyond the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Pass to Conchar. Williams on the wing. Here's Conchar. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Oh, Clark with the slam.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. Green covering. Noel, that's good.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Here's Jones. Oh, they pick off the pass. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Noel, that's good. Noel's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. On the wing, Green. 6 to shoot. Back to Conchar. The shot. no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's McLaughlin. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's Clark on the take. Pass to Williams. Green with the ball. Here's Clark. Nice move. And it's in. Off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Here's Brents. 4-3. Sinks the tray. Brents has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Jones. Look it, off the crossover.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
To the wing, right side. Pass to McLaughlin. Down low. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pulls up on the wing. And another basket for Minnesota.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Jones, the pass to Green. Off the mark there with a 3. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Uses the glass on the layup. Noel's got 6.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Conchar. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Williams misses.
Grizzlies foul. John Conchar. First personal foul. Third team foul.
The free throw drops for Anderson. 11 seconds left in the third. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 3. And time for 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 3-point game. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Townsend Gobert.
Oh, my goodness, that was wicked. We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
There's no debate there. He's got him.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Moran.
And he can't hit the second.
He missed the chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Edwards can't hit. Well, the Grizzlies shooting pretty well at 45%. Morant with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Adams, the pass to Morant. Fires for 3. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Morant doesn't need the 3-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Edwards. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brooks against Gobert. Back to Brooks. Pass to Adams. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Right side Bain, pass to Brooks. Now here's Morant, guarded by Russell. Russell against Morant. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Up top, Edwards, guarded by Bain. Towns for 3. And we're going to have a jump ball. Memphis leading. Bain with it. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Here's Jackson. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Gobert. Morant pass to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. He's got a clear path. Here's Edwards. And that one is stuffed right through.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Jackson with a screen on Russell. Here's Morant. Jackson outside. Up top, Brooks. Outside for Morant. Jackson outside. Stolen by Russell. They're running. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Now Jackson. Here's Adams, defended by Gobert. And here they come. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Russell. Outside Edwards. There's the drive, and Edwards slams it in.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Timeout called. Memphis. Scores tied at 41. 1:02 left in the fourth. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. It's been a battle, and this is a brief chance for everyone to just regroup, collect themselves. He told them, quote, "Your efforts have been great so far, but this game could come down to one big play, one big shot. We can't let our guards down for 1 second."
Okay, thank you, Allie. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up top, Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. The leaner. Offensive board. Money.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with it. Defended by Jackson. Tie game! Huge basket right there.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Here's Morant. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns. Oh, it's off the mark. Here we go to overtime. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now Moran, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Over to the wing. Towns for 3. Pure from 3-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Adams with a screen on Russell. Here's Moran driving to the basket.
What determination from Moran in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Moran.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
And the second free throw is good.
They're ahead for now, but that miss could come back to bite them.
Moran, the pass to Jackson. Moran against Russell. From 12 feet, uncovered. Hey, no good.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. Bain, pass to Moran. Back to Bain. Pocket 6. Here's Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. He drops the first one, and that ties this game up.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
And here's Edwards. Towns, a screen on Bain. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Out on his own on the break.
He didn't have his feet planted. Yeah, and I like this call because you want the ref in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And he's unable to get the second one. The Timberwolves have gotten 1 shot to fall out of 3 in OT. Edwards can't hit. Now here's Bain. Outside Moran. Back to Bain. Pass to Moran. Bain against Edwards.
We've watched Moran get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Left side McDaniels from behind the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. There's 21 seconds left to play in overtime. Pass to Jackson. Back to Moran. And here's Adams. Brooks outside. Launches it. No good. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the guard position.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion, and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside, while other bigs are searching that three-point line out. Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Now here's Towns. Edwards inside, defended by George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Towns wide open on the 3 off target.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Here's Jackson. That one a little long.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Morris against Towns. Passes it to McDaniels. Leonard with the steal. Morris kicks to George. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now, here is Russell. Edwards drawing the double team. Towns for three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to George. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Morris. Sinks the triple.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Kicks it to McDaniels. This one for three. And another three for Minnesota.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like you're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here is Morris. Puts up a three. That shot off the mark. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Down low, here's Gobert. Out to Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. And another three for Minnesota.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Zubac. George looking over the floor. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Again, the miss by Morris. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Towns for three. And there's the drive. He gets it in there. Clippers trail by 7. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson passes to George. He kicks to Morris. And they get it. And it's George missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he gets it to go. Towns has got 5 now.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
The shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Surveying the defense, Paul George had enough room to get that one off.
Right side, Edwards. Russell from long range. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. What a defense. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Jackson from long range. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk the player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injuries because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Count them lost. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Paul George. Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Edwards against George. Russell with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 10. George passes to Zubac. Moves back up. From deep three-point range, the rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
He takes it in.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so he makes both from the line. Clippers trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. And Brett, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outsized factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in LA that can be this good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing and the lead seems to be growing.
Outside for Jackson. Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. They need this, and the layup is up and in. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
George against Edwards. Russell passes to Towns. Takes the three. And it's Russell missing. Clippers trail by 17. Jackson dishes to Leonard. The three from George. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's the Clippers ball. To the middle. Towns with the steal. Russell with it. Leonard picks him up. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
D'Angelo Russell just so dangerous with options in the fast break.
Jackson passes to Zubac. And no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Now here's McDaniel. He's covered by Leonard. Kept alive. Gobert. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
36 seconds left here in the second. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
Edwards looking it over. And Edwards with the stop.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Up top, Morris. Back to Zubac. The feed to Morris.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation can scare you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll... After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority in halftime.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3, the small forward.
See why he gets blocks. Covington's length is always there.
Powell, no one around him, knocks down the 3 ball. Powell's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Clippers. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Ball passes to Powell. Takes it out to Covington. No good on the 3. Minnesota leading by 18. Anderson outside. There's the pass to McLaughlin. And that one is hammered home.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Back to Wall. It's Powell on the wing. Inside. Here's Batum. Second shot opportunity. Los Angeles, they've gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Free throw good from Batum.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play, make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
Here's Noel. Guarded by Powell. Offensive rebound. Reed fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Batum with the steal. At the top of the key, Powell. Dishes it to Covington. Second chance shot. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Anderson. Timberwolves passing it around. Reed misses. And it's Wall with the ball for the Clippers. It's an 18-point game. On the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Here's McLaughlin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Covington kicks to Wall. Off target from 3-point range.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range and shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Passes it to Noel. That one good for two. Noel's got his first basket of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Pass to Man. Over Prince. Reed with a block. Here's Man. Outside Batum. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. Minnesota leading by 20. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. 6 to shoot. From deep, Prince. And with the rebound. Man's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Powell on the wing. Outside, Wall. Back to Powell. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McLaughlin. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Edwards in for Noel. To end the run. And Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
For 3, Edwards. And so it's Minnesota sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Shoots over Zubac. Gobert. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got his first points in this one.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Edwards finds Towns. His 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 21. Leonard inside. Working on McDaniels. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Jackson. Driving the lane. The 3 from George.
Russell affected that shot. He used his length and some effort on defense that time.
Outside, Towns. 3-pointer. Here's Gobert. Out to Russell. Back to Gobert. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the 3 off target. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Morris passes to George. Beyond the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Clippers trail by 21. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Russell dishes to Gobert. Here's the 3. They get it again.
And just an excellent rebound. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. Towns kicks to Gobert. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Morris takes it out to Leonard. Right side Jackson. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And there's the pass to Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Right side Russell from the arc. The shot comes out, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Leonard, and rejection by McDaniel. Up top, Gobert. Zubac's defending.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Morris against Towns. Morris passes to Zubac. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Russell kicks to Towns. Back to Russell. Lets it fly from 18. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. 9 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot heat.
There's Russell with the 3. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Leonard the pass to George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
And here's Russell. From deep. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting.
Defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. And the depth of these two teams is pretty exceptional.
Here we go.
We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Jackson on the wing. Adams against Zubac. Back to Adams. Zubac with the steal. Inside. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Bain. Moran against Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Bain with it. Adams inside. He's working on Morris. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
And the basket by Bain.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Jackson. George finds Morris. The shot comes out. And here's Memphis. Pass to Brooks. The three. It's rebounded by George.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The kick out to Morris. Launches a three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
From deep, Moran. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Morris passes to Leonard. Got a hand on it. Jackson outside. Here's Morant. Oh, okay then.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Leonard against Brooks. Morris passes to Jackson. Back to Morris. Jackson on the wing. 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Over Morant. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Memphis leading. Pass to Jackson. And slammed it home. And the foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Morris.
What confidence from Jackson there. Just taking it right at the defense and overpowering them.
Now here's George. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Leonard. Morris down low. Adams covering. George's shot is off.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Morant against Jackson. Count it. Morant's got 6 points.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Jackson pass to Zubac. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Outside Bain. Shoots over George. Outside Morant. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies out in front, up by 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, good paying dividends.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
Morris has gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. Pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. And he banks in the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Clippers trail. And here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's George. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Adams. Morris passes to Zubac. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Leonard passes to Jackson. Zubac high post. Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Zubac has got 5 points in the quarter.
How about since he entered the league, Kawhi Leonard has tripled his assist average. What a good passer he has become.
Outside Bain. Here's Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Down low. Poke loose. Zubac with the steal. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
Morant, pass to Adams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And nowadays, switchable defenders are in demand. But we see smaller guards like Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet. Doris, these are very capable defenders.
They are, BA. They also happen to be very prideful competitors. So undersized guards take offense when you try to post them up. And the players you just mentioned, IQ, toughness, and heart, they all enter the equation.
George finds Zubac. Leonard up top. Pass to George. Over Bain. And that one hits the back iron.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And he drives in. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Leonard for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks, right side. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Out left to the wing. Here's Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Moran against Jackson. That shot off the mark. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Jackson, the screen. Here's Moran. Ooh, solid D from Leonard.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And George launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. Moran against Jackson. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And Moran is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
The 3, George. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game.
The Clippers, 24.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's man in at the small forward position.
Personal foul. First team. Shooting score. Terrence Mann. At the line for three.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. 2-point game. Jones, the pass to Green. The three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Pass to Mann. Back to Covington. Here's Mann for the lead. Jones grabs the board. And it's Williams off the drive. Second chance shot. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Batum finds Covington. Right side Wall. The shot off that time. And Memphis taking it the other way down. Clark left side. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Wall, the pass to Powell. Back to Wall. From downtown, the Clippers rebound. Here's Batum. Off with the layup for Memphis. They've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Clark. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim. It temporarily prevented the points.
First one falls. And Clark drops them both. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Mann. Back to Powell. The kick out to Wall. Ball missing again. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Powell passes to Wall. Wall drawing the double. Powell outside. The kick out to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mann. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Jones, the pass to Green. Gets the 3 ball to go. And now it's an 11-point Memphis lead.
Well, this guy is a lethal distance shooter. Danny Green lights out.
It's Powell on the wing. Wall with it. He's picked up by Jones. And the Clippers miss again. And here's Memphis. They're on a 12-4 run. And here's Clark for 3. That shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Batum, pass to Covington. Here's Mann. 3-pointer, no good. Memphis has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Back to Williams. On the take. On the wing, Conchar. Hits the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Wall on the take. Batum finds Covington. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. It's stolen by Wall. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Batum. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
This guy's so clever at getting defenders to bite. Nicholas Batum draws the contact.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Wall against Jones. On the wing, Conchar. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. For 3, Covington. Conchar pulls it in. Outside, Williams. Clark right side. Green for 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They've done. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got John Conchar. Also, Tyus Jones out there. Danny Green is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4-man spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Now Wall. Back to Batum. Pass to Wall. He can't hit that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Williams on the wing. Here's Conchar. Here's the 3. Covington grabs the board. To the inside. Here's Powell. Conchar pulls it in. Conchar's got 4 rebounds now. Jones, the pass to Clark. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Wall finds Batum. He gets it in there.
John Wall's vision is unquestioned. He puts it on time and on target, creates an easy look for his teammate.
Jones against Wall. Here's Conchar. Knocks down the long J. Conchar's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Memphis has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. There's the triple. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Batum, left side. It's Powell on the wing. No good on the 3. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Williams from long range. The shot misses. The Clippers shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Robert Covington sought out the contact, finishes the play, and now we'll try to finish the three-point play.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Bain. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
To man. Back to Wall. All sorts of time. Good on the jump shot. Wall's got his first points in this one.
We're so accustomed to seeing John Wall work with the ball. This time he gets off the ball and is ready on the catch.
Outside Bade. Shoots. Here's Adams. And they get it back. And stolen by Covington. Wall with it. Guarded by Morant. From deep. Man, misses. The Grizzlies have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Grizzlies.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Ja Morant.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Jackson outside. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Brooks left side. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop. Morant against Wall. Oh, a special move before that shot.
That is big time handles. The ball's on a string. Good luck checking John Wall.
From deep, Morant. Powell pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ball for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win. Nice looking shot. I mean, especially from that deep.
From deep 3-point range. Ball missing again. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One.
Got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all four quarters.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the three, the small forward. Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Ja Morant. Here's Gobert, right wing. Here's McDaniels. Hands it from downtown.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down. As he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. Edwards against Bain. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Morant kicks to Bain. Three-pointer, Brooks. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Edwards finds McDaniel. The kick out to Town. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had.
Spydi with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Now Towns. Following the miss by Ja Morant from deep. Edwards takes it off the glass.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To stop the run, out to Brooks. The pass to Bain. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards drives in. And it goes down 2 points. Edwards got 6.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Morant with it. Kicks it to Brooks. To the paint. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
This is where you want Adams to have the ball. Can't get a higher percentage look than that.
Bain against Edwards. Outside, Towns. Out to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, Smitty. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Here's Edwards, and blocked by Bain. Morant passes to Brooks. Goes straight through the defender with a dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Right now is their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Now Brooks, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Now here's Morant for 3. It's Edwards on the wing. 6 points for him. Towns finds Edwards. Back to Towns. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Gobert the pass to Edwards. To the inside. Tries again. And Gobert with the lay-in.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
Morant against Russell. Morant looking around. Outside, Bain. Brooks kicks to Bain for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on you.
And so it's Minnesota in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And so it's Memphis with it. After the basket by Minnesota.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Russell against Morant. Russell passes to Towns. Right side, Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Jackson a screen on Russell. Morant reaches to Jackson. That one misses.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And he gets the bucket. Edwards got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times. This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Here's Towns. Outside Russell. It's over Morant. Misses off the left eye.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Stolen by McDaniels. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Here's Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And it's Morant with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full court touchdown passes. You know what I like about Steven Adams is his intangibles. He's enthusiastic, he's a leader by example, and he's a role model for the younger players.
Now here's Brooks. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Adams down low. Gobert on him. Morant with the bucket.
I like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Edwards against Bain. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. It's good from long range. McDaniels got 6.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Here's Morant. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 11. To the middle. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was nice touch by Jackson. Here's Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Edwards.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
Anthony Edwards, 2 shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Morant. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. 51 seconds left in the first half of the game. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. And rejection by McDaniels. Right side Towns from downtown. Minnesota working with a new shot clock.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Brooks driving inside. Here's Adams. Second shot opportunity. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And the muscle from Adams there. Able to take the hit and still finish off the shot.
Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Baines got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Morant. Gobert with the block.
a sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We've got more in store for you right after this. If you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
They've got Jones. Williams is out there with Clark. Then it's Green. And it's Conchar in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Conchar. Outside, Jones. No good from outside.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Noel. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. We know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got the first field goal of the second half for the Grizzlies. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Noel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's off on the second. Pass to Conchar. Here's Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Passes it to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. 4 on the clock. Here's Prince. No good that time. Great T that time from Green. Jones kicks to Williams. Outside, Green. Memphis moving that ball around. A reverse. The pass to Conchar. Launches a 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's McLaughlin, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Jones to the wing right side, and stolen by Prince. Here's Noel, rips down the breakaway slam.
Good anticipation by Taurean Prince. He gets the steal and leads the fast break.
Jones, the pass to Clark. That one, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Noel. Off target with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Outside, Jones. Out to the wing. And that's an intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter of the game. And Green launches it from deep. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. Ooh, the double clutch. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Prince, right side. Grizzlies with the rebound. 50 seconds left in the third. Williams banked in off the glass. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's McLaughlin. Puts the move on.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Noel. It's Morant with the drive. That one drops for him.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Russell's checked in. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Edwards drawing the double team. Russell dishes to Towns. Out to Edwards. And he drives in, and he converts the layup. Edwards got 15.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's Morant. He shoots it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Minnesota on top, leading by just one. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point.
Steven Adams at the line for 2.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. Good work there as it goes. 17 points for Anthony Edwards.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
You see his link, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Minnesota shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Morant. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Edwards inside, guarded by Bain. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his second foul of the game. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. It's Edwards on the wing. 5 to shoot.
I love how aggressive Bain is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Morant against Russell. And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Russell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Good on the shot. Moran's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It breaks down your defense when John Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Bain against Edwards. Towns a screen on Bain. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Back to Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Williams is checked in for Dylan Brooks. Morant outside. Over in the corner, Williams. Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Towns wide open. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting a chance to come up big for his team.
It's stolen by Edwards. Hustle with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Towns. And they call Anthony Towns with the jam.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Morant against Westbrook. Morant pushes to Jackson. Yes!
Big time basket. And a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Edwards passes to Towns. He dishes it to McDaniels. Edwards drives in.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Bain looking around. Here's Morant.
Every team needs a closer at the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Out to Russell. The 3. The 3 won't fall. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, that's right. No other should love the foul and look for some misses.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Desmond Bain looks very comfortable in this situation. He is an excellent free throw shooter. Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Towns for 3. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finishes. They continued to wait out until the very last moment to see it. And David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony,